G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and a brand new episode of Factorio. This is our Space Age Let's Play. This is episode 19, and in episode 18 we got to it on Vulcanus here. So what we did is we actually unlocked this bit of tungsten ore here, and we killed a few worms. Oh look, we've actually unlocked quite a bit as well. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of tungsten ore there unlocked. Hang on. That's calcite, that's calcite, that's calcite, that's calcite. Brilliant. So tungsten ore just here. So we've got lots of, we've got some tungsten ore there, which is good. 3.1 million, pretty good. We'll probably get to this one at some point as well, but I'll do that in between episodes. You saw how I killed the demolishers. And, there he is just there, the demolisher. But we also, in between episodes, I have been tinkering with this base and just doing a few things. So Remus, just checking that we've got sound. We do. The music is, it's there in the background. Remus now has a bit of regulation going on. So I have a yellow inserter. It does quite the job here. Yellow inserter here, and what it's doing is just creating a few of these blank runs here, and you get quite a bit of items on there. But you can see here I probably need my what I do is I need this guy to not get rid of any ice, only get rid of the ones that are causing some issues. So what we might do actually is let's do something different here. Actually, let's just fix this slightly. Why don't we do this? Let's divert this down here. Let's do this, and we'll do that, and then we can actually go up here, and that can go like that. And what we'll do is we'll say, just please get rid of these guys. So he's going to filter and just get rid of them. Now, it means he won't get rid of any ice. He'll just get rid of those guys. But we should capture more than we get rid of, and it should regulate the system somewhat. So that should be pretty good. We're just kind of rocking and rolling now, I guess. This episode we're going to be working on Vulcanus, but more importantly, what we want to be doing is we want to be getting into our yellow science. And so before I just get into this, I just want to show you. So we started off with, do you know what, guys? Enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'll see you over here. I'm going to talk to you about how I've set up Vulcanus in just a sec. Okay, so there's lots of bots, and I've got a few things going here. I've actually got another plant going over here, but what we did is this is pretty much a spaghetti base. Our power situation at the moment is sitting on 1.4 gigawatts. So I've now got these 3 arrays here, and then for steam, and then I've got these 4 arrays here for steam. 1, 2, 3, and a bit. 3.5 arrays, I guess. So that's kind of coming okay. And then rather than, if you can just see here from the overview, so this was all kind of spaghetti. And then from the other side, I started laying things out differently. And forgive me, I've just got a bit carried away with some paving here because I thought, why not? Let me push it on Vulcanus for the first time, really get into it. Might have been a mistake for resource-wise, but we'll see. But we have so much extra stone, but it's the water we have to make the concrete, I believe. But this is expandable now, because now we can actually expand all the arrays out, and actually we're capturing all the liquids just here. So we are doing pretty well there. If you have a look at the moment, I've got sulfuric acid is the big one at the moment, and that's making heavy oil, and heavy oil is coming in here. I've got 3 different supply lines, red supply lines of coal, and that's coming in there. And then you've got these guys here, which is just making steam. Steam is and steam at the moment is just coming back in to produce water, I believe. Yeah, steam to produce water. That's lovely. Light oil, that's also nice. Water's full. Petroleum's good. Lubricant's full, and the steam here is simply to provide for the energy down there. And then you've just got these other guys here, which are just doing a little bit of whatever. Purple science as well. I will say something with your logistic bots. I discovered something because I don't normally play with logistics like this. I don't normally build a beltless and a botted type sort of setup. This is one of my first time of ever doing that. And one thing I did discover, and this is huge for me, well, a couple of things. If you grab one of these guys, so I could put down one of these new little builders. Let me put one down like, how close are we putting him? Oh, we're putting him one away like that. Okay. Let's put this down and say I wanted to build 6. Let's wait for him to come up. One thing I did discover, well, we can let him build, but if I was doing the solar here and I had selected this guy off, and in fact, sorry, if I'd selected these guys and took them off, actually, let me do something here. Let me, well, no, tell you what, I'll just do it like this. If I just had this there, let me just cancel that. Thank you. So if I had whatever I had here and I selected the products, then I can shift right click. And let me just put this guy down. I'm not there, am I? I need to actually be there. Let me just go down there as well to show you this. But shift left click and shift right click is super handy with this as well. So where are we? Just over here. Yeah, if I want to put this guy down, there he is, just there. And if I got this, then I can shift right click, shift left click, and now it's got these. Now it puts weird numbers in, so then I can just grab the ratios and put something in a bit more like this, 400, 400, and 400. And I'll just do that like that now. But of course, request from buffer chests is the one to click. And then these guys really took off. So at the moment, you can see here what I'm trying to do, and I've got some single-sidedness on the belt there. I don't know why it's like that, but I think these are stumbling a bit and I need to extend. But what I'm trying to do is serve 2 masters there with that copper line, because over here I'm actually sending all my copper down to the red array. Now the red array was doing pretty well, so I need to kind of just keep backfilling. But I guess if I was doing Vulcanus again from the start, which we will in the next playthrough, I would set up the array like this. It would be much more set up expandable. Then once you do that, I think you need clear supply lines for copper, for green, for the circuits. I think you need separate ones of these set up for all of those, and they're not even interacting with the other ones over there. So that'll be that. Now I want to talk about, well, I want to start actually building. So this episode we're definitely going to be building in yellow science. So like the purple ones here, we're going to be doing yellow, and you can see the whole issue here is steel, and you can see steel is there, although we've got these guys absolutely full of steel. But I don't seem to be having a lot of steel go into these guys here. I've got requests from buffer chests, but they are just not doing it. So we'll just bump them up to 400 for the steel, and hopefully, yeah, we can get these guys absolutely cranking up. I've changed them over to the green. They're all sitting on the green ones now as well. Okay, so if we were to look at a couple of things, let's have a look here first at yellow science. And here I would need blue circuits, robot flying frames, and low density structures. Okay, all complicated products. Now to do this, I believe I need to get my, if we have a look there, so blue circuits, I think I'm going to need for blue circuits, sorry, if I just go here and do that, I'm going to need sulfuric acids, and red and greens. So I can do that, and I will do that shortly. Robot flying frames, I'm going to need steel plate, battery, electronic circuits, and electric engine units. Now, steel and electronic circuits, no problem, but the batteries and the red engines are the next thing I need to create. So if I have a look here, I've got my red engines here. Where is it? Red engine just here. And I need lubricant and the engine units. So what I'd like to do is just get the engine units and create them. So let me set up a little array for engine units here. So first of all, I'd like to put one of these down as a spacer, and then I'm going to just do my engine units here. I think I'm going to do it here. No, I think I'm going to do it away actually, so let me just get rid of that. And I want this to be over here. So my engine units with the with this. So I think what we can do is make the engine units over here. I think we can just do that, and if we had to, we could move the solar out the way, so that could be quite good. Let me just make sure this is all clear. It is all clear actually, yeah. Okay, so I might do the end units above this line here. That could be quite good. Okay, so let me put this guy here, and we'll just have a bit of a look at it first. So I want just straight up engines. So this is going to be steel, iron, and pipes. Yeah. Now I need iron gear wheel and I need pipes, and they need to be made. So the first thing I want to do is I want to just set those up to be making. So if I can get this, so these will be those iron gear wheels and pipes. Then what we'll do actually. Let me do this. Just take all that away and don't worry about the foundations. Let me just set it up a little bit away from this. So we do it like, say, this. Yeah, let me go iron gear wheels. Let me then go pipes. That'll be the pipes, iron gear wheels and pipes. So that can be those. I'm now just going to also just grab another one of these and just put him in there as an extra robot. And that should be pretty good. And then I wouldn't mind if I can just hit the upgrade button and just, can I upgrade? Sorry, if I can upgrade you guys to green. Yep, and you're going to be iron gear wheels. Yep, and you're going to be pipes. Pipes, iron gear wheels and pipes. Yeah, so we're going to have a few of those. Now we want to just grab all these guys and just make them there. And then if I just grab this, oh, I'm in proper ghost mode. I might as well head over here. And if I just do this, then I should be able to go like that. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty good, and it means that the iron needs to travel a bit, but that's fine. We can set up an iron array here if we wanted to. I mean, we've got some lava over here, so we could set up an iron press over here just to supply these guys, and that'll be lovely. Yeah, so as long as we've got the lava to supply that, we'd be pretty good. So that's those guys. Going back to the original plan, and in fact, if I jump out of here and just head up myself, should be able to be up there. If you don't need to be in ghost mode, there's no need to be in ghost mode. And then I'm up here, and then my robots can actually sort things out as well, which is quite nice. There we go. And of course, I want to just say, right, so for this recipe, we want this. So let's set the proper recipe. So it's here, and we're going to make this 400. And then I'm just going to say all of those. Yep. And in fact, what are these? These are blues. Have I got access to make some of those? I do. Yeah, there we go. And they should make them. They should put them in. And then I should have access to some of these as well. Yeah, single those guys. I think I've got them making somewhere, but they must be slowed down. Let me just also make a couple of them. Okay. So heading back to here now. So don't forget, we're working back from yellow sign. So don't forget, you can always find your way back. We are making flying robot frames. No, we're making a battery factory to start with. So that's right, we wanted to make these guys. So that would make the batteries. If I then, so I've got basically everything ready to make the batteries now. So I'm going to do it again with this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab that whole array there and place it here, one off. Yep. And you're going to be like that, but instead of this, you're going to be a different product. You're going to be batteries, yeah, and that means they'll all be like that. So they'll be like this, and if I do this, you now need to be 400 of all of these. And request from buffers, yes. I don't know if I did the request from buffers, but you're all got to be 400. Well, I want you all to be 400. That's quite a lot, but we don't mind them requesting quite a bit. I think that's the way to go. So that's there. Now, these are requesting from buffers. So if I do that, I should be able to now just copy all these guys across, even in ghost mode. Let's make another couple of them. I don't know if I requested from the buffers here, so on the blues. I didn't. So you could do that, and over here you could do this. Now I should be able to just grab this guy, and I can actually make you all the same, because you're all requesting the same, exactly the same product, so that'll be good. They're all topping me up, not these products, by the way, so that's going to be interesting, but we'll let them go. We'll let them go and do it. and he should be off and going, and that'll make into those. Now, once it makes them, I think what we'll do is we'll put these batteries, actually I'm going to do this slightly different. We're going to make this slightly different now. And in fact, oh yeah, let's do this. This will be good. Yeah. Let's go here to there, yeah, and then I'm just going to make this into in the middle. You can be here, here. Let's put it right in the middle there, and we're just going to have a nice little bit that'll carry it all across. We're then going to have a scoop, and you can put them. You can put them here into provider chest, so you can put them there, which would be good. And of course you need to be near a robot, so we'll put this robot guy just here, yeah, and we'll do a power, yeah, so that'll bring them all into there, so that'd be good. And then that'll pick those guys up, and of course you can just have hang on, what are you, you're those, so you can just do you'll be a stack of four stacks. In fact, no, you don't want that. You want to be 2 rows. You just want to make as many as you can. Right, that's good. So be making those, and then once we're into there, we would then want the red engines. Now, if I have a look at the red engines, they are going to be electronic circuits, engine units, and lubricant. So let's just split this and make it slightly different. So we'll get, now I'm going to put this guy here. Yeah, put him there. Yeah. And you probably might have a bit of an issue here, but we're just going to put these guys, here and here. But you need a liquid input, so you're going to be like, you're going to be like this, and it's going to be like that. And so that'll be a red engine. Now that means you'll get a liquid. Yeah. Great, so you can go like that, and then we can make these the same, and we can make these these ones. So you'll be, again, we do the 400, which is lots, and again with those guys I'm just going to say 200 for those. Okay, and that's all you're doing, and then you've got the rest. So then I can make these both the same, and you're requesting from the buffer chest, which is nice. Okay, and then once you've got that, you'll put into these here, and then we're ready to pick up. Now you need to be, yeah, like that, and then we need just we need the pumping out of this here, so we're here, and then we need to come out and come down. So where are we going to do this? I think what I'll do is I'm just going to take off, I'm going to take off just 1 2 3 4 5 6, yeah, I'm just going to take those off and just have it pump out like this. Yeah. So let's do it like this. Let's do it here. So the pumping out is going to be like this. So first of all, this is yellow. So let's do it like this. And the pumping out is going to go this way. And it needs to be powered. Okay, and then I should be able to carry that up and then say, right, here we go. So you're going to be like, on, and you've got a bit of oomph there. So then I think I want to come in just here. When I say you've got a bit of oomph, I mean that you've got the pump there just to set you, to get you going. Looking for the green. Yeah, and then we come down this way. Okay. And let's get you here. You can be there. And I could put another pump in here if I need to. And I've got all these supplies coming down, so these should be coming in and topping up. But have we got everything turned on? Personal and Vulcanus are on, so you can see here I should be getting 50 of these guys, but logistic storage is that and on the way. So we'll go and have a look. There are obviously issues with lots of that. So I'm red there. That works out quite well. Look at that. Yep, and we do this. Yep, and now we say fine and fine. Okay, and now you've got those, and what we want to do is if we can put these guys in, let's see the performance. So it'll do it quite slowly. I don't want to do that actually. I want to take them out, and I want to say, right, let's, can I make any of these just to, we need to go see why there's an issue with those, but hopefully I can get one of them in very shortly, and hopefully the robots won't do anything. Let me just turn the robots off for a second. Where are they? Here it goes, about to complete this one. Right, I need to put those in a minute. Actually, we'll fix those. So that would make those guys, and that's pretty good. Moving along. Now let's have a quick look here. Yeah, we're doing all right here, so that's pretty good. So we are looking at yellow science as the final goal there. So the blue, I want to leave the blue ones for a moment. The flying robot frames and the low density structures are the things that we're going to want. So I think batteries was next. These are these other intermediate products, and I think batteries is the next frontier for me. And again, so we're doing engines, red engines, and batteries all in this area, so I think that works out quite well. So if I look at this, batteries, straight up, what are you going to need for battery? Iron, sulfuric acid. So you really need to be exactly the same as this, yeah? So if I do this, and I change that, I've got this here, but if I go batteries, hang on, batteries need to be made in something different, I think. Yeah, I think batteries need to be made in these guys. Chemical plants. Is that right? Can I just have a chemical plant just to have a look? And you need to make batteries. Yes. Okay, good. So we would do this chemical plants. Just going to get rid of all that, make it one-sided to start with, and just see if we can just work this problem. So if we put that in like that, in fact, I think the way I do it is move this guy across, put you there, right? So you'd be like that, and then you could be here, and then this guy can be, I reckon, there, just to keep it kind of nice. I think it could be, but I don't think that's going to work out too well. So let's put him here. And that means we would do, actually we want these to be, in that case, let's put them together. We'll make them pairs. And we do this, yeah. So we'd say, right, you need to be, you're both being batteries. And now you need, well, let's see the quantity that they'll need. If they're batteries, they need to get 1 and 1. So really, we just need, this guy to be a request from buffer chest. In fact, you can be, please, like this, and we change this to 200. Change this to 200. Yeah, and that's brilliant. And we then go. And request from buffers, yes, yes, yes. Put this over to there, and now with these two, we should have is here, sorry, here and here. Yeah, there we go. So that should be a repeatable, well, apart from when we put in the supply. Now these ones are going to be, what do you need? You need sulfuric acid. So where is sulfuric acid, and how are we bringing it in? I set a bit of a precedent there, but I think I can run it through the middle here. Yeah, I think I can. Where's sulfuric acid? Is it down or is it up? It's there. Great. So I can run sulfuric acid here. Now you at the moment are pumping out, and you're, where are you? You're going to there, and you're going into here, sulfuric acid. Yeah, you're pumping. All right, so what we might do is, if we need to, is this it here? This is it, sulfuric acid. Yes, it is. Great, so let's put this guy like this, and then we'll say you need to also be there to Turn that one. We need to come to here. Yep, we need to come up. Good. All right, so if we're going to do that, we're going to come into, say, I think what we'll do is we'll do this. Actually, we'll do one off. Yeah, and then we'll come under, and we need to come to there, basically, and we need to get to here with it down. We might sort of line up with those guys. Oh, you need to be like that. Oh, they're topping up now. Look at those. That's good. Okay, and that one goes there. Brilliant. Okay, just going to put a cut. Okay, so I've put a bit of a cut in. Yes, I had to stop recording and because I just had to. I had to deal with something at home. And in the meantime, I've just done a couple of things that might just speed us along in this episode. So what I've done up here with my on the way to yellow science is I've just fleshed out the factory a little bit more, set it up there. But main thing here is, look, I have a 100% feed here of iron plates, red iron plates, and these are just coming off from this little one I've set up here. So this is individually, you bring over the what is it, the calcite, and everything is rocking and rolling. You can see they're going pretty well there. Probably need to get some more bot production up as well and just get lots more bots, but yeah, I put it right there in between those. They're filling it up, so they're doing pretty good as well. The only other thing I did is just invested in a blue belt production. So I brought down some of this lubricant, and I've got some blue belts going, and I managed to just get some blue belting going here for my green circuit. So we get blue belts all the way up to about here, and then it splits off to a red, and that enables this red circuits to just go a little bit more. So we'll fix all that up as we go. But yeah, this is all kind of stuff we would have done on Novice, but we're doing it here on Vulcanus. But yeah, let's crack on and continue on with the mission at hand. So we are, of course, journeying towards making these guys. So I need to get and everything that we've done so far is on the way to this episode. So I do need to get blue chips, flying robot frames, and low density structures. So all those I think are pretty good from here if I have a look. So let's just have a look here. Blue chips is going to be sulfuric acid and green and reds. So again, we wanted to make it down here. So I think this was going to be the area. These are just here for the moment. I can move those. But if I have a look at sulfuric acid, my sulfuric acid supply at the moment is coming out of here, isn't it? Or is it going into there? Oh, sulfuric acid is just being pumped straight away down into there and into here. So once I've got heaps of sulfuric acid. No, I've only got a bit of sulfuric acid there. Yeah, why are we... the whole factory depends on the sulfuric acid, Chief. Why are we slow on it? Why is it slow? Have I destroyed something? Quick check of this. Yeah, we're not pumping too much out of the ground there, which is not brilliant. These guys are all coming into there. Is it everyone just pumping as much as they can? It's one of those ones where I just don't know why I haven't got heaps of sulfuric acid. Get rid of this little fella. But we should have absolutely heaps pumping out here. But yeah, 8.5, 9.5 out of 100. Now that's because we're using it up as well, but it does seem like we're not just, yeah, these guys are all connected. Those pipes, if I have a look there, the pipes are all connected in. Yeah, if I look there, connect on these pipes, all of them are connected in. So it's a bit of a shame, but yeah, we seem to be losing it on the sulfuric acid front. I could put some storage tanks here. No, look, it is what it is. I will endeavour to fix that up. Again, with Novice, I found that you just need to add more sulfuric acid. So we could look to see where else sulfuric acid is. So I've got it here and I'm using it. I think I've also got it in a second place. Yeah, there, and I'm using it as well. And that's for the regular part of the factory, which is slightly less commissioned now because that's not really doing anything. Yeah, see, that's got heaps in it. And then that stuff is just being used here. So we can probably bring it across. In fact, we can probably bring it across from that one as well. But let's crack on. Let's keep on with it. So where are we going to do? And I think I can move this array here as well. So I'm just going to maybe create an area here for blue circuits. I think that might be nice. Let's do that. So I think I do want to do it like this. So let's pick these guys up. Let me work out from the bottom where I think I want it, because you've got these pipes. Let's do it. Yeah, because I think I'm not gonna do blue circuits the way I was doing them. I think I'm gonna try doing it via this. Or am I gonna use a? No, I think I am gonna use a bit of a. Where am I? I think I'm close to that. Let's just go up there. Yes, I am. Here we are. Okay, so we've got the red and green circuits, and then we've got sulfuric acid. So if that's the case, let's do it right here. I think this is good. Yeah. So we'll go, yeah. And you can go up to there. I don't mind mixing this up a little bit. Right, here we go. So, and you need to have, so this is going to be blue here. And now that that's like that, move that in. Right. Oh, there's the music. The music's going now, which is good. Thought, what's happening with the music? Okay, so we are doing that. And of course, if I look at the ratio, it's got to be 20 electronic circuits and 2 of the greens. So it's got to be heaps of the greens and 2 of the reds. So I think we're just going to make it one side and then flip it over to the other if we need it. So let's do that here. So we'll go, yeah, I'm going to do this. And this, yeah. Okay. So over here, and we're going to want to put the connectors for that there. Right. If we do this, go put that in the middle and put these guys on the outside. Yeah. And let's get sulfuric acid going here. Kind of think I'm just going to pump it straight off. Look, the stuff out here is not working too well. Where's the sulfuric acid? It is going there. It's also going up, and then it stops, isn't it? Yeah. So we are pumping sulfuric acid around, but here's where we're stopping it, and this is where I want to take it from for this part. Yeah. Okay. What are we going to do here? We're just going to do. Yeah. And we might better come around here. Right. And round to there. Okay. Just try this for now. If I've got a pump here, can I just... No, I don't need to pump it just there. That's fine. We can get a pump on somewhere else. This is quite full now. And may as well just keep this going as well. And let's go for the greens. And it's right lined up, which is nice. So we'll do there. And then we're going to go here with a pump and just say, right, we need to pump this way, please. There we go. So that is working nicely. And then we'll put these guys here, and they connect. I think we will do it like that. I could possibly put this here, and that will just work. Actually, that does work there nicely. Yeah, that covers everything pretty well. Let's try that. Okay, so the inner one is going to be, for blues, the inner one is going to be green. And I think, it's funny with the green, but we need to split it again. Yeah, greens is going to be a real problem. That's all right. We'll build and then we'll fix as we normally do. Yep. Okay, that works. And let's do that. And right up against this, I think I'll do it. So let me do it there. And right, okay, let's get these blues going. And we just want this to there. Yep. And I'm just going to do something cheeky here and go like this. Yep. And then I need reds to come up this way. Let me just put a little bit of that on there. So that is those two. You've got sulfuric acid, you've got that one, and I'm going to try maybe going for those four and just have a look how it goes. Now you've got the reds that need to go on. Yeah, and that's always going to be a problem because we've got the reds, and the reds are going to be a bit of an issue. I'm just thinking, yeah, there's enough room for one down here, isn't there? A bit of a split. And again, I think we just need to produce a second green chip factory, a complete separate one that's got its own, another one. We've already got an individual one, but we do need its own that's just powered by, sourced by all its own suppliers are being sourced, and I think we need to sort that out. So actually I'm going to come across the top here, and that is going to, if I do that, let me see if I can just go, instead of this one, there to there, and then you can just do that. Right, so red is going to be good, and then once we're going here, I'm going to say back this way, please. You can go for that. And it's going to be a provider chest. Yeah. And we're going to have the blue, and that'll be a blue provider chest for those guys there, and then these guys can be in the middle, putting out to there. Okay, so the blues chips are there, and I'll have a reverse array below it as well. So the blue chips can be all in this area, and I think that's kind of good. We now need to have a look at flying robot frames. Those guys are going to be, yes, so we've got 4 products going on these ones, so we will need to really crack on here. So it's not much of each of the products, but it's quite a bit. So I'm just wondering if we could do, everything is just, yeah, this can be a logistics. This can be a logistics, this one. So we'll leave room for that there. And we'll start a brand new logistics area just over here. So we've left room. So you're right in the way there. So, and you're there. I'm just going to delete those. They're only just there to help pave everything. And yeah, I didn't want to use those as like spaces. Let's start a new little branch. We've got to leave room for that reverse one there. So let's do this. And I'm going to, in fact, I'm just going to line it up with this. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Brilliant. And I want these to be greens as well. I need to update that little blueprint actually. So if I put this in here, this is going to be flying robot frames. And that means that these guys are going to be flying robot frames. They're going to be like this, speed modules. We do need a roboport, so we might as well put one just here. Oh, there we go. That's a nice one. Fairly laterally even. Yep. And of course we can right click here, left click there, and I can now change this to 100 for each using the trash. So if I can go, oh, you know what, actually forget it, let's do 200 for everything. So let me just do that, 200 and infinite. Yeah, so 200 infinite, 200 infinite, 200 and infinite, and it's requesting from the buffers. Yeah, so steel is obviously a bit of a problem. Let me do that one to there, and then once we've done it, we can have those guys creating. But obviously the steel is going to be the problem now. I don't know why it says here. Yeah, I think we need to have a bit of a look here. If I have a look at my steel should be coming off this area and into there, and then look, it should be fine. These guys are buffered and we have plenty, and then these guys are full as well. So steel should be just rocking and rolling. But again, I think once I get a few of these, I think I can grab, in fact, let's get a few. Tell you what we'll do, let's just make a few. Yeah, let's make a few now. So let's do half here, And then let's do a few there. Let's just get rid of a few bits of things in my inventory. Very nice. I think I could just craft some more of these steam turbines. Just get them crafted out. Yeah, using up a bit of the inventory there, which is nice. So that's all pretty good. Personal logistics are on, so that'll be those guys. See, look how easy it is. Once we've got all of these, like getting those red engines and the batteries, they were the hard bit and the cumbersome. And then once you got it, these guys are now making, which is good. And I think the speed one is good here. If I was to remove all those and put these guys in, then the difference between this one, which is working at that speed, and this one, which is working very slow and only ever going to not have much, because even once that gets there, this thing's only going to be buffered up to a tiny bit. So I think the best thing is to make that like that and just get those robots to fix it out. They're even using my inventory very quickly to do that. So that's a great one. And then directly below it, we'll put the next array, which is going to be let's do that. In fact, while we're here, why don't we just be a little clever? Let's delete that again. Yep, and let's go into this, and we want that. Oh, it is a red. Brilliant. Yeah. I want this to be... Can we upgrade items? Default upgrade. Okay, so we've got that. They are upgraded, are they? Save the blueprints. Okay, so if I put it down, are they showing with the greens now? So I want that gap. Yeah, I think they are the greens, aren't they? Let's see. Hopefully they are. That'd be nice. So if that's the case, we are now over here, of course, and it was flying low density structures. Now, low density structures might have a little bit of... no, they're good too. Plastic, copper, and steel. So yeah, let's get that going. So we'll go here. We'll do there. Let's do this. Right click, left click, bring this up, and we're going to go request from buffers, and it's going to be 400 there, 200 there, 200 there. I think that's pretty good. So that's all set up with the request from buffer chests, and they'll start making, which is good. I don't know if these guys are now making based on... They might be making things based on my on my bits here, on the bits of steel that I put in. They could be. Oh, didn't mean to put all that in. I think I was in there in that user interface when I did that. Let me go to here and just trash those guys. Yeah, nice. Got a few things here in the trash there that the robots need to sort out, and they will sort it out. There they go. Brilliant. Can I just deploy a few more bots? Don't know why they weren't deployed, but I've got them requesting bots from me to get bots here, but yeah, we've got to see about that. Okay, so that's pretty good. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving then. And we are on the way to this. So now we would have the blue, and we'd have both of those as well. So now that we've got that and it's all here and that's double, right below it, I'm going to put my yellow science. So let's grab this again, do the same distance, and it's going to be yellow science. Yep. And of course we're going to want this to be here. Oh yeah, hang on. Character is in the way. I was thinking, wow, we've got heaps of those. So we want this to be there, and a request from buffer, and it's going to be 100, and then yeah, 100 for everything of this, I think, just so they've got the full requesting going on. Copy and paste, and I think I might just make up a few more of these and these purples and blues. Yep. Oh, I've got these as these inserters. Everything upgraded there. We don't want those. We want those to be just blue inserters, please. We do not need green inserters doing that. They're all downward facing. Yeah, I don't know. Yep. Yeah, we only want blue inserters. It really upgraded everything. It was like a full patch thing upgrade. Okay, so that is nice. Let me do that, and let me do that. Yep. And now that we've got yellow science, it should start making things, and you can see the blue is there. Now, of course, we don't have many blues, but what I wouldn't mind doing is have I got a little robot section. That's the yellow science being made up. Do I have a robot? I don't. Here's the purple science. And of course, if I get more robots and flood the whole thing with robots, I think that'll work quite nicely. I don't have robotics, because I needed robotic frames being made up. Yeah, I'm just making things for the ship there, and maybe making a few of those guys. Oh yeah, got heaps of those. So if I can keep the power production going, but power sitting on about 1.4, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so that's that area there. I think what I'll do now is I wouldn't mind just grabbing this and putting him below, and then maybe below again, and then getting rid of the middle one, just so we've got room to expand. Yep, there we go. And then I want this guy to be right in the middle. Yeah, that's good. Okay, out of ghost mode, and we want to make now, I think I want to make these guys, which will be, yep, those. So these will be logistic robots, and they need red, and so they need those. And it's great with this because you don't even have to worry about what they need. You just make it up. As long as we don't need a liquid, we're off and running. And I want to put these guys in here, and I want to say there's your recipe. So you've got your individual recipes. Request from the buffers. You obviously want to be 400, and you want to be 200. That sounds pretty good. And that means that up here you should be requests on the buffers with 400 and 200. And I just want to do a sanity check that I've got two different robots being made here. Yes, I do. And these guys are green and that, and red and that. So they're the two different requests, which is good. Yeah, just help the robots out there. Ironically, I need to help them. And then while we're here, let's make these guys. Yeah, perfect. So I'll put a third one in here. So I've got the robots being made there. And I just want to get maybe another one of this. Let's put it like this. Change this to these, to the robot bases. And that means you should be from buffer chests. So that should be here to here. Again, let's do this. Right, we want 400 on all this, don't we? Any common items, I'm saying requesting 400 with infinite. Any slightly less common, it's a bit less, 200, 150, something like that. So that's pretty good there. Let me confirm. You need steel, cogs, and red, and you have steel, cogs, and red, which is good. So that's pretty good. Now, I would like to limit these guys, so please make me no more than 4 stacks of those robots. And you can all do those as well. So I've got those on there, which is excellent. And now we've got some robots that are being deployed. And if I have, they'll start bringing me robots, but I'll just get a few more out. And they'll bring me 50 robots, but we'll make more and more. And as they do, I'll just continue to deploy more robots, which will be pretty good. You've got your flying robot frames here. These guys will just build up, which is nice. And I like the idea of them just building up. And then what we'll do is we'll go get the ship to request the yellow science, and we'll ramp all this up. So this will be quite good. What we can do here is just grab this and go, there's another bit of the array. Let's just make it 4 of. So I think that works pretty well. Checking out our robotics coverage is nice. Yeah, I think that's all pretty good. So I'll let that ramp up. Blue speed modules, level 1 speed modules are automated as well. So that'll be lovely. You can see those guys are automated over here. So that's nice. And you can see, look at them picking up here. There's lots of this steel pickup, and they are picking up the steel, so you can see lots of robots doing it. I just need the robots to do a little bit more, and we'll be loving it. Yeah, see, bring a few robots back to me, and I'll just continue to muck around with that. For some reason, the blue chips are coming from here, and I think what's happening is they're using storage over there to do that. Look at that, they're storing blue chips here. So I don't know why. Let me pick all those up, and I pick all those up as well, and that frees up a bit of room over there. And again, I don't know why it's doing that, but I'd like to put all these here and just have them picked up, and hopefully they don't take them over there. Hopefully they take them from here to the areas where they're needed. So that could be pretty good. I think what I might do is, I think I need to add in as well. Was this active provider chests, these purples? Yeah, let me just put one here and say, right, can you give them half of those guys as well, so we can make them. They're just going to be loading up. Although, are they clearing my inventory, are they? Yeah, they're clearing my inventory. And of course I've made room there, so now they're just going to be filling that up, which is ridiculous. Yeah, look at them all swarming to that. Yeah, I'd rather they were doing more productive things, but they're not. Although they're filling up here, that's pretty good, the robot frames, and they're coming directly over from this factory. So this is what we want. This, from this intermediate factory to over to here, is exactly what we want. So that's brilliant. So I think we're going to leave this long episode here. This is been Yellow Science, and we're a novice creating Yellow Science. We are going to use our lovely Remus to get that Yellow Science back home. Remus is sitting at Vulcanus, Remus 1. He's sitting at Vulcanus. He's got his full load of these guys again. But don't forget, if I look at it here, he does have backed up ammunition, quite a lot. So he's ready to go. The problem's going to be, no, he is ready actually. What is this? All requests satisfied. Look, what else does he need? Does he need reds? Does he need these guys? If I say, so you've got 100 of them. Oh, he needs 2,000 of those guys. Okay, that's good. Yeah. And why don't we get him to request maybe some yellows then as well? So let's say, why don't you get, say, 200, let's go 400 yellows. Import from Vulcanus. Thank you. And these guys import from Vulcanus as well. Yeah. So you're Vulcanus. I don't think I've done the import from Vulcanus there. Vulcanus there. And you're definitely Vulcanus as well. Brilliant. So we're picking everything up from Vulcanus and just making sure that gets us for the return. So that's all pretty good. Once it's done, then I think he's rocking and rolling. So I don't think, what is he waiting on? He's waiting on, 1,000 remainder of the purples. He's waiting on the 400 of the others, the yellows, and he's just waiting on as well 200 of these red ammunition. And if I have a look here at my ship area, we can see here that this guy needs to be requesting, please, like 800 of those. Yep. So he should be requesting those. Those cars have been made. Oh, there they go. They're coming in now. So they're coming out of, yep, there we are. So they've been put in storage. They are coming in. And of course, this guy should also be requesting these guys. Let's say 500 red ammo, just nice and close. That'll drop him off as well, and they'll put those in as well. So these buffer chests will then start loading into there, which will be nice. Yeah, we've got quite a bit there, so we are ready to go. You can see here. Let's see what they put in. Automate requests from the platform, yeah, which is brilliant. So let's see how that goes there. Yeah, these are buffer chests, aren't they? Yes, they are. So if they're buffer chests, are we then going to... Oh, yeah, these guys should be loading straight up into that. So he wants 50 of them. So that is going to be brilliant, and that is all going to be lovely. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Factorio, our Space Age, our very first playthrough on Space Age. It's sort of like getting to know the game all over again, and it's one of those ones where I'm enjoying it and it's exploring, but I'm really looking forward to even starting the next series. But we've got a long way to go before we do that, because we're going to be going to one of the two planets, the other two planets next, either Fulgura or Gleba. One of the easier ones, I'm not too sure, but yeah, I'm still enjoying Vulcanus, and we've still got the Vulcanus science to make as well. So leave your comments, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Factorio. Cheers.